the home field advantage here?
Upper Thames.
Upper
So there's
Thames.
Thames and there's Upper Thames.
Thank you.
And Upper Thames, absolutely. Look how even they are. Look at that. But they do absolutely. So they train on this water every day, if they want to, and it's year-round. So the river here doesn't freeze, which coming from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and you coming back from Canada seems unusual to us.
A little look, a couple of looks actually out of the boat for Fulham, really concerned about where Upper Thames is, perhaps getting her course as well. A couple looks are good, but now she's going to want to put her head in and make sure that she does the hard work to stay level with that Upper Thames boat, who has the home field advantage, steering very nicely and clean. As they come, I believe they're just off the island now.
So they are just off the island now, but the thing is, much as Fulham Reach doesn't have the home field advantage, they train on the tideway. And the conditions, if you can row on the tideway, I'll put you anywhere in the world comfortably, kind of thing. It is very, very challenging.
Really impressed with the quality of rowing there from the shot we just saw on the Upper Thames. I believe we're riding, though, with Newark and Hollingsworth. I will look to my right for Anne to confirm the unisuits.
I got nothing. I think you are right. I think it's Newark versus Hollingworth Lake.
Either way, it's clear to see here that the leading boat is just paddling it in, conserving their energy. We've seen all sorts of strategies from athletes today. I saw an absolutely dominant, I think would be the kindest way to put it, race earlier, where the athletes, rather than taking it down, decided to finish with their full sprint despite being about 4 lengths ahead. A really great opportunity for you to practice your full race plan. Some of these crews are thrown together last minute and may not have had an opportunity to practice that final sprint under fatigue. But it looks here like that crew is just paddling along. And on your left-hand side of the screen, we ride again with Upper Thames and Fulham.
Yeah, Upper Thames at this point is now seem to wrest control in a way that they hadn't the last version that we as we go past Toad Hall at halfway. Upper Thames will shortly be coming right in front of their own boat club, so it's absolutely their home water.
The crews are looking to place their blades cleanly in the water, push past them with nice efficient blade length, nice efficient blade strength, making sure that that power that they're catching on the face of the blades is directed all the way through from the feet. And we are here riding through to another crew shot. Anne, tell us who is racing in front of us here.
So we've got Oxford Brooks currently in a very dominant lead, having just come into the booms, sort of thing. Very dominant lead in the academic. So of the Kathy Cruikshank Trophy for academic coxless fours. And they're looking very, very smooth. Now, as an academic boat, we mentioned before, Oxford Brooks, despite being a university, is an open club. So there's a lot of athletes that don't belong to the university. But in the academic event, they have to be the university athletes.
Oxford Brooks dodging a couple swans there, perhaps an obstruction that they weren't anticipating, but one of the beautiful parts of this raceway. But yes, you're right, they're off to a dominant lead here. Hard to tell without that overhead view, but right now looking like perhaps a length. And there we have it. I would say that's about 2 lengths. And wouldn't you say?
3 lengths.
I'd say it's absolutely at least 2 lengths sort of thing. And so early on, they haven't even passed the commentary tent here yet.
And in these straight fours with no cocks to call it, you usually have the person in bow making those calls. These athletes will have had a race plan broken down probably into about 250-meter sections. The stroke seat, which is the crew that is the athlete who is the last to cross the finish line, sets the tempo and the rhythm, kind of like a metronome, and everyone else locks into their rhythm and follows their lead, and it looks like Oxford Brooks has a nice, steady lead here and settling into their race pace.
Yep. So we've got a couple of the ones here. We've got a nice shot of leads. Leads, they seem a little bit in disarray. They don't have the metronome thing that Oxford Brooks has. And then we're also back looking at Upper Thames versus Fulham Reach. Upper Thames, both athletes have slowed their rate of striking. Upper Thames more than Fulham Reach. But at the moment, with a few strokes to go to the finish, it is absolutely Upper Thames.
As an athlete here, when you have the privilege of being ahead, you get to control the race from in front. I would still be running through all of my race plan here, thinking about what I'd be thinking about, but that was the